Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2. I'm Hunter Black Luna. We just boarded the Harbinger, and this is a creepy fucking place. So let's start exploring, guys. I'm just happy to finally have some party members. Frankly. Credits will be useful when we get somewhere with people. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's pretty clear even from the loading screen what happened to the ship. This is the command deck. This must be the bridge then. You know what, let's get to the bridge first. Might as well. I recognize this place from the first game. At least the layout of the command deck. Bodies everywhere. We still get more repair parts than computer spikes. Let's check what happened on board here.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want tractor beams to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort. We'll find out.
Everyone in the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went.
I think I have an idea.
We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi. What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
Alright, we have the drift charts, which is what we came for. The Sith, we saw them using stealth field generators on Paragus, but we haven't actually come into contact with any of them yet. I think it's pretty clear that's who was flying the ship towards us. And if you have a crappy awareness stat, you won't notice a stealth enemy until they're right on your balls. I was kind of expecting to get hit by them here. I don't actually know which way to go. I kind of want to clear this whole area out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Took you guys a while. Let's hit these guys hard.
I feel you.
Oh man. Kreia, not bad. Got him. Nice job, guys. Kreia's shock is especially effective at dealing raw damage. So that's gonna happen a lot. The Sith are gonna pop in to ruin your day. That's kinda what they do, it's their shtick. When they pop in, though, we can deal with them. They don't really get a sneak attack bonus because they decloak before they attack. So there's no worry about getting waylaid for like 40 points of damage. Zabrak 5. Oh my. We just picked up some very interesting things, including a double-bladed sword that we are rather ill-equipped to use, unfortunately. And that Zabrak Vibro Blade, it automatically gives us finesse with melee weapons. You know, we're not fighting droids anymore. So I think I want to switch. I don't know about two-weapon fighting either. I'll give it a try, but I don't think imposing accuracy penalties on myself is the way to go. Yeah, I'm just gonna miss all the time. Screw it. We're going with the single for now. Kreia, just blast him. We can actually set AI behaviors, such as telling Kreia to use Jedi powers.
Yes.
I promise you, nuking them with shock is the most damaging thing you could do, Kreia. Since our health regenerates, we don't really need to worry about keeping healed. Oh. Down you go. Kreia's casting something. Can't exactly determine what it is, but as long as she's using her force points, I don't really care that much. The life pods are still... They're still there and they've been locked, so no one got away. It's time for a level up. I'm definitely going for two-weapon fighting. I mean, there's nothing else as important to me now. We are a very persuasive person. Alright, that makes an effective skill of 10. Yeah, we can't get it to the next level. So let's instead invest it into... Demolitions is good. And we are now immune to being stunned. Very nice. And of course, I'd love to have every single one of these feats. If I'm gonna go for two-weapon fighting, though, I kinda do need to go for it. Alright, and I want Force Yield. There's no doubt in my mind. Battle Meditation is also a really badass power, but I think... Disable Droid would also be cool, but we're kind of past fighting the droids, I think. So I'm just gonna get Force Shield this level. That's a pretty prudent measure. This is a dead end, but that's fine with me. Did that? Nah, it's all empty. Completely locked. Alright, so this side of the ship has been cleared out. And we collected seashells by the seashore. Let me guess. This door doesn't work, so the only way forward is this way. We just moved weird and I'm suspicious. Hey, Anton. I'm suspicious of hidden enemies, but, you know, I'm always suspicious of that. Okay. Well, it looks like I wasn't wrong this time, though. So that's good. Let's try out our 2-weapon fighting now that we don't have penalties. It's probably worth giving it a shot. Let's see. Yeah, we're still hitting most of the time. Because the enemies are still technically in stealth. No, wait. We're gonna wait for the game to realize that we're not in battle before we level up. Because the music's alright, but I don't want to listen to something that bombastic for all that time. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. Wow, Atten. Scoundrels get some boring levels up. Oh, there you go. Improved focus? That's nice. What should I get for you, Freya? Probably nothing that involves your actual damage dealing. Additional force point regeneration. Yeah, that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. As to powers, go ahead and get battle meditation now. It's a fairly BA power. Or horror. Cower and catatonic fear. A will save DC 5 plus the attacking character's level plus the attacking character's wisdom and charisma modifiers. That's actually pretty impressive. Battle meditation is really neat. You know what? Yeah, I want battle meditation this level. Oh, she gets 2. I forget consolars really, really get more force powers than they could ever possibly use. Let's inflict some horror then. Soon a new reign of terror will come. And we finally started to accumulate a little blue glow. In this game you can affect the alignment of your bros much more heavily than in the last game. Briefing room.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malak, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, he's got diplomatic level priority, whether he knows it or not. We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap.
As it turns out, it was a little of both.
We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter. Did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that he reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure he arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I am always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything he needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. His safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
There's a little mod conflict there. That was supposed to be Admiral Onasi. And instead it was Kreia. And I installed a little mod, but I didn't think it would have that effect. That's rather disconcerting. I'm gonna go rifling around in my files for a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I fiddled around a bit, and I can't figure out a way to make the game display Admiral Onasi as opposed to Kreia. Oh, I can break it so that the cutscene doesn't play, and considering that there are several cutscenes Karth has that are important, I'm pretty sure I just want to keep him as Kreia right now. That's just a consequence of the mods, everybody. Try not to draw attention to it. Hey, when you mod the shit out of a game, sometimes you'll get results that you just flatly didn't expect. Like Karth Onasi turning into an old temperamental woman. Although, if you used him a lot in the first game, then, you know, maybe not so honest.
Let us end this.
Alright, I like the dual wielding. I also like how effective my allies are being. That's battle meditation. That's the good stuff. She's casting a whole bunch of stuff. You know what, that's good. In the last game, it was actually sort of difficult to get your Jedi heavy characters, like Jolie Bindo, to spam their force powers. When you just wanted them to let loose and fire till they were empty, yeah, it was hard to get them to do that. Well, apparently that problem's been fixed. And Kreia, if you cast battle meditation all the time, that'll be good. I also installed a mod for some awesome new loading screens. So some of the regular stretched loading screens might be replaced with something rather more cool, like concept art and stuff like that. Modifying the interface of the game is kind of cool because, like, making this blue, there's very few variables to account for, except for the fact that some things seem to be hard-coded as teal. Ah, plastic cylinder. My old friend. But I mean, we made the windows and stuff blue, and you can see there's not really much to it. I'm kind of amazed that Atton seems to be pulling somewhat in his own weight class. Generally, non-Jedi characters are outshone by the Jedi, just, you know, force.
Are you alright?
These are my quarters.
This was your room? When?
When I was on board the Harbinger.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
Alright. Keep an eye out for the invisible assassins, then. A knife scope, an armband, and a data pad. To receive your injections. I'm pretty sure that's where that led. Maybe that's how I was drugged into a stupor, as HK put it. My armband gives me +1 to the Constitution. You know what, I'm gonna wear it. It's an even number now, isn't it? Yeah. That's fine. Gamorrean gauntlets. -1 to attack when unarmed. Oh, they have no practical effect when wielding a weapon. Well, there's an unarmed specialist that we're gonna get eventually, so she'll like that. Maybe that scope will be useful in modifying a weapon. Alright guys, now you get to see the plasma torch. I mean, you've seen it once before, but it's so neat just to poke, and everything opens. There's very few things that the torch can't cut. It's kind of like Yomu's sword. One thing to note is that that's a very popular tool for speedrunners. I've seen videos where people beat this game in under 2 hours, and they use a whole bunch of things like the plasma torch to just get through whole areas and just, you know, heedless of the real consequences, just finishing in the lowest volume of time. It's a trap! Let's just go in with conventional attacks, yeah. I guess we better stick with conventional attacks until we get a better flurry. Oh, battle meditation. That'll help us too a little with our accuracy.
Time to take you down to size. Time to take you down to size.
Step away from the old woman. Freya, you're always running out of force points because you're spamming all your powers. I love it. They definitely improved the AI, at least a little bit in this game. This is the medical area. We're gonna go all around and explore, so If I remember correctly, there's actually a very interesting something. Well, there's a couple very interesting somethings here. There's all these KOTOR tanks, there's stuff to loot. In Knights of the Old Republic 1, we only saw a little bit of a Republic ship, and it was kind of under attack. Now we're good. That's neat, but I mean, I regenerated. Cool. There's a droid moving on the other side. I'm pretty sure it's okay. What the hell? Yeah, it looks like something burst out of it. I'm gonna guess that's what the disturbance in Medbay was about. Yeah, that droid can be repaired, and it'll actually follow you around and heal you like those annoying little maintenance droids. Three repair parts. Yeah. That's at least as much as it costs to get a regular droid to repair, and a regular droid to get into patrol mode. You know what, that's cool. If the enemy's shooting at it, then they're not shooting at us, and hey, heals. Once again, I will not be using headgear. Never ever. I will not have them with green eggs and ham or nothing. The age of the ion grenade is starting to end. Adhesive grenades are kind of... I don't know if I'd really bother with any of these. So many components. I'll just make a minor frag mine. Let's go this way and make a more complete circle. Retinal combat implants. Requires a constitution of 14. Immunity to critical hits. That's pretty cool. I probably wouldn't go for it even if we had the constitution for it. Alright, magnetically sealed. That's fine. Once again, it's a trap! Yeah. You know, I probably shouldn't bother with force powers on these guys unless I'm like Freya and I have bad skills. Battle meditation, yeah. We're not exactly the beast that Revan was. But give it time. We'll evolve into something good. Alright, that's to the engine deck. That's where we need to proceed. But neglecting some of these areas would be a real shame. Even if the frame rate is starting to suffer just a bit. Use my elite skills to hack into all of this shit. Mandalorian melee shield will actually be effective against these guys with their weird double blades or quarterstaffs or whatever they got. No, I think the best solution for the frame rate issue is to just leave this area. Which I will do in due time. There's a drop. I'm tempted to heal that every single time I get attacked, but
let us end this.
Oh, there's a bunch of them this time. They don't really do enough damage to be threatening, honestly. Especially since Freya can just horrify them like that. And then they die. They die a bunch. Even if the stupid medical droid isn't even keeping up. Whatever, I'll just take the EXPs for repairing it at all. Utility droids. Deactivated. 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 Dead Republic soldier. Droid maintenance datapad. It's a curse. Accidentally activated that fragment. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, it turns out your paranoia was right. Yeah. Once you have the full picture, it's really clear this was a rush job on HK's part, considering, you know, once you look at it and you know it's been sabotaged, and the droid is an assassin droid model, it's really pretty easy to see. Alright, the only place we haven't explored is up there, and I'm okay with that. I could sleep at night with the knowledge that that little bit will never be mapped. I might even miss a chest with like 20 credits in it. Just gotta make sacrifices like that sometimes, man.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You and me both.
Don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong real quick. You don't survive on the rim as long as I have without knowing when trouble's coming. Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me, when it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
So we have premonition and he has the ability to have, you know, bad feelings. Like, I think that's an innate smuggler ability. Have a bad feeling about the situation. So those are two ways that we could be warned. As if the ominous flickering lights weren't also a warning. Ironically, this is easier on my frame rate than the medical bay section. And as you'll notice, we gained influence with him too. You kinda gotta work the diplomacy sometimes, but it's not terribly hard. Holy shit.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
Kreia, whenever a character does that in KOTOR, it's not a good idea. We don't have too much of a choice though, so now it's me and Atten. Well, I gotta say, I would probably follow advice of run when it's about something that freaky looking. Still time to loot. There's always time to loot. If you don't take time to loot, then really, what are you anymore? That's Zabrak Vibro Blade. Let's soup that thing up too. Oh, we get an underlay. Regeneration +1. You know what? I'll take it. Now let's create and break down items too. Wow, we have a shit ton of stuff in inventory. That feels nice. And we have the components to create some things too. Melee upgrades. Keen. I'm not sure if Keen works in this game. I know in KOTOR 1 it was broken, as in it wouldn't work. This looks like a really awesome upgrade to have. I'm probably gonna make 2 of these, considering that we're sort of done fighting massive amounts of droids. I'll just take the 1 to 3 general bonus on both my swords. Probably just want the Agrinium grip. It's very simple. Huh. Yeah, I'm really taking time to upgrade an emergency. Have you ever played an RPG before? She can handle it. Neutronium. I guess the ion cell can stay. Let's see, are both these weapons balanced? They are. That's a little better. Hang on, hang on. And we need to get you some upgrades too, don't we? Huh. I guess you can't upgrade regular blaster pistols, huh? Guess you couldn't in the last game either. Oh, that sucks, man. I could give him a war bowcaster, but he really doesn't seem like the bowcaster type of guy. What the hell? Someone's already picked through this loot. It's another Vibro Blade. Harbinger maintenance control. Wow, we are rolling in this stuff. And we've opened the doors to the engines. There we go. It's dangerous, but that'll allow us to climb through the fuel line and get back to the Ebon Hawk via the hangar. It's a crazy circuitous route, but hey, it works. Without Kreia here, we're going to be a little light on force casting again. That's a shame. This doesn't seem like a place we should enter without proper training. Luckily, Atten is probably an experienced ship hand. And if I was a general, I'd probably have some experience with Republic battlecruisers too. Main control. The maintenance procedure will open this stuff up for us. I bet it is boiling down here.
Tell me you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Paragas facility through the fuel line. That's crazy.
We could also go back there and die to the Sith Lord if you'd like that.
Alright, but I know I'm gonna regret this.
I've had days like that.
I sense you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
What's wrong? Are you alright? Damn it, hold on! It's only a little farther! Don't give up on me now! What happened to you? You look fine. Come on, we need to keep moving.
I guess there's nothing we can do about it.
It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
HK did it. Wow. I can't believe you're still moving. He can make programming spikes, not exactly on demand. He'll give you a couple and then he won't ever. And yes, we just gained influence with a droid. Hey, you gotta be nice even to your, you know, servant class. Oh, T3. Have some dexterity, I suppose. That'll help your defense and your ranged attacks. See, this is my problem. T3's got great skills and stuff, but I do all these things, and I do them nearly or as or better than he does. So what's he got left? He's got some cool gadgets. Droids are a little limited in their level ups. Toughness wouldn't be bad. You know what? Let's go with dual strike on him. Give it a try. Welcome to the Force. Self-sustaining unit. Wow. Well, that'll help you get along. Especially since you don't repair naturally. But now he does. Now he regenerates vitality just like a person. He's like a real boy. Oh goodness. I'm serious, that steam effect. Hangar 25 control conduit. That's what we need. Damn right it looks important. Will we be able to do this? Wow, we are. General, you are really getting better at this stuff. Uh-oh. Man, after all we've gone through, these guys ain't shit. Okay, priority one. That thing. Get the hell out of here. And the rest seems to follow naturally. Anything back here we don't already have? Credits are always good. Those will eventually come in useful. Fuck you. Man. I'll learn ya. We loot. Then we we pwn. I wish characters had the ability to recognize when the enemy has a shield on, and therefore when it's a bad time to just shoot away. I'm sorry, was I supposed to find you intimidating? We need to get out of here. This place is bad for the frame rate too. Oh, there is no way that disarming this is gonna work unless we're out of combat. Everybody chill. Alright. The maintenance thing up ahead. That's fine. They don't actually attack you on their own. Like, at all. And its charges kinda ran ahead like dumbasses. We don't even need to care about this thing. You know what, fuck that. Leaving survivors hasn't been my policy so far. Especially amongst the filthy droid menace. That was a nice shot, T3. Catching. That's all I hear anymore when I hear mines being disarmed. Money, money, money. Oh, it works. Nice. Oh. Took him down clean. I could set him on Grenadier. I don't know. I think ranged works. I'm just gonna keep adding on guns, because even at close range, guns are probably his best bet.
I hear you.
Although a character that dual wields blasters can easily be converted into a character that dual wields swords. And I think I've remarked before on how I don't... No, I think that's a little soft. But hey, this is gonna be a really long part. I'm hoping to do Paragus, or at least our escape. In one vid. Maybe that's a little optimistic of me. Maybe my hard drive is crapping out completely. Ah! Don't even give a fuck.
More where that came from.
Damn. Level up.
More where that came from.
Plenty more. I want to see how the frame rate is in other areas. That's still not that great. Yeah, screw it. This part's going on a little long anyway. So next time on Knights of the Old Republic 2, we'll complete our escape from Paragus. See you then.